Okay, hey, we're going to start up here in a minute. We're going to let everyone join who has to join. Today we're going to talk about cortisol. What causes cortisol? What is cortisol? Belly fat. How do we get it? Because we know where it is and we don't like it. Why do we keep getting belly fat under stress? And along with stress, anxiety. We're in a situation right now with this virus and being in lockdown and we can't go out, that stress levels have gone up. Anxiety has gone through the roof. So we're going to talk about some things very critical and show you 3 ways to stop cortisol from developing belly fat. Because you can't change, right now we can't change our environment, we can't change stress, but we can change how our body reacts to stress. So this is really important. So let's jump right in. And as I go through again at the end of this Facebook Live, if you have questions, post questions, message me if there's something private you want to talk about. Call our office if we can help you in any way, and we're going to do that. So with cortisol can with cortisol. Give me 1 minute. Can you get me the weight loss kit? Okay, let me get my thoughts here. So with cortisol, as cortisol goes up, then we store belly fat. So why does this happen? Well, cortisol is a stress hormone. And who out there is under stress? Ding, ding, ding. You know, we're all under stress. We all have these stressful moments with our kids, with our finances. Am I going to go back to work? Is my business going to survive? You know, all these stressful situations. Well, when this is all said and done, it's going to be, thank you, it's going to be all gone. We're going to get back to work. We're going to do things. We're going to be under stress again. There will be something else that is stressful. Our dryer breaks, so our car needs fixed. So it's a stress hormone. Well, that stimulates fats and carbs for quick energy. So when we're under stress, we need energy like this. So which is the fight and flight. When you're in a situation of fight and flight, you need energy. You can't have slow energy. You need quick energy. So it stimulates fats and carbs for quick energy. Well, what do you crave when you're under stress? Fats and carbs. I always give an example. You know, you're driving down the highway, you're stressed out, you're just mad, you know, something with work happened, the kids have done something stupid, and your car engine light comes on, and you want to diet. Well, you don't even care to diet. You crave fats and sugars. Next thing you know, you pull into a Dunkin' Donut and get a donut and something else. And you're like, I'll start tomorrow. So when you are under stress, you need energy to handle the stress. Well, if you don't get control of this, cortisol just keeps stimulating fat and sugars. It keeps stimulating fats and sugars for quick energy. So what do you need more of? You need more energy. Where do you get it? You store this around your belly for quick energy. All here, it's a storage tank. You're like, oh, please get rid of it. So every time you're under stress, you store a little bit more. And you store a little bit more. Next thing you know, your backside and your belly is getting bigger, it's bulging. I heard from a patient the other day that said that because of this virus and staying in, her pants don't fit. We start to gain weight. It's like, because we're under stress, what do? We don't eat broccoli with olive oil and sea salt. We crave fats and sugars. We eat carbs. So we've got to learn how to do this. Unless you learn how to get control of your stress, and I'm going to give you some action steps that will totally be a game changer for you. If you do action, if you implement them. We'll never get a chance to control cortisol. Stress hormones will continue to rage. And then that leads to anxiety. So anxiety is, you know, when your body, it's a natural response to stress. So the longer you're under stress, the more anxious you get, anxiety kicks in. And the answers they have for you, most medical doctors give you an anti-anxiety drug. Numb your body up, you know, to try to make you get through the moment without feeling it. That's not overcoming stress. That's just numbing and drugging your body. We're going to talk about how to beat this naturally, how to beat it. So let me share something with you before I do my 3 points. I was every morning I start my day, and these are one of these things that help me reduce my stress. I start my morning with Bible time, prayer time, I journal, what I read in the Bible, just something. And this came to me, and it was like one of those innate moments that said, make sure you present this at your talk. And I'm like, really? Should I do this? So this is what I came. This will only take a couple minutes, but stress from worry. What's going to stop us from the stress is action. Action. Anytime you're in a stressful situation, if you begin acting upon it, your stress level goes down. So we're going to show you what action steps to do. So I was reading Hebrews 12:1, and it said, throw off, listen to this, throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. And I always, when I read the Bible, I always relate this back to health in my body, my physical body. And I looked at what's hindering me? And what's the sin that entangles? I look at bad habits that are distracting me from my mission. What's keeping me from serving more? What's keeping me from writing more books, from doing a podcast, which we're going to implement here and kick off in a couple weeks? What's hindering me from the things that I need to do? We all have them. So what you have to do is you have to take inventory and then to begin action to reduce and eliminate. So you look at your life and you say, you know what? I sleep until 9 o'clock every day. That's hindering you from the things that you need to get done. It may be exercise or preparing meals. And if you don't prepare, guess what that leads to? Cortisol going up, because you're going to activate stress and your stress hormones. So I call it like slipping and checking. You look at your life and you say, what do I need to do? We have a program called Cleanse and Detox. So you need to look at your life and say, what do you need to cleanse, get rid of, and detox, get rid of. Get it out of your life so you can begin living better. And then second part of the verse says, run with perseverance the race marked out for us. And see, Jesus ran his race. He came, he did what he had to do, and he died on the cross. What is our race? And when it says run with perseverance, you cannot run if you're not healthy. You cannot run if you haven't prepared for this. Second part, Hebrews 12:3. So you will not grow weary and lose heart. What is that? That's stress, that's anxiety. When you get weary and you lose heart, you feel like, lose heart means discouraged. You stop believing that you can succeed. So you look at your belly and say, I'll never get rid of this belly. Not with those words. You know, you've lost heart. You need to run with perseverance. So we need to endure hardship as a discipline. Stress is going to come. And it will always be part of your life, and it will be part of my life. So how do we overcome stress? Let's talk about some steps here. How do we beat stress? How do we beat anxiety? How do we beat belly fat? What do we need to do? The first thing is well, it's action, and it's what types of action. What do you need to do? If you work out every day, your action may not be working out. So what's interesting is when I have a book that I share. I just bought this book. This is an amazing book so far. I bought the audio book with it and the some downloads. I'm doing her working at her program. Why? Meant for more. I am meant for more. I know that. I have more to succeed. So I'm kicking off a podcast in a couple weeks called Making Pittsburgh Healthy. We're going to interview all the great health people in our area, in the Pittsburgh area, and across the United States, maybe the world, on how can we make Pittsburgh healthy. But it's interesting, when I hold a book like this up, I can speak to anyone. I can speak to Christian, a Jewish person, a Muslim, an atheist, Hindu. It doesn't matter what language, what religion. It doesn't matter what sex. It's universal. Everyone's like, that's cool. But what's interesting is if I hold up my Bible and I say, hey, the Bible has some good words of wisdom. Many of us think, well, I have to be a Christian to read the Bible. Maybe I don't believe in all the Bible. But you know what? Whether you do or don't, there's some great wisdom. When I look at that verse, it says, throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. That's for everyone. We can all benefit from this, from business to a CEO, to a mom that's raising her kids, to a single mom that's raising her kid on a fixed income. Throw off everything that hinders. What do we need to do to get rid of? So I encourage you to get one of the things that inspires me, that keeps me going, that helps me beat my stress and anxiety, and maybe belly fat has some good words there, but is reading my Bible. So you got to take action in your life, whatever that is. You got to look at and take a snapshot of your life and say, what action steps do I have to do to begin this process? Many times it's nutrition, it's your eating habits, your exercise habits, your sleeping habits, your foul mood, your negativity, your whatever it is. You need to look and say, I need to start working on getting rid of it. Getting rid of it. So action is, you got to come up with that list. I don't have a list for you. We're all different. But you can take 5 minutes after this call and just sit and be in peace and say, what do I need to stop? You know it. When I ask patients, I'm like, what do you need to do? And if it's about their spine and their health, they look and say, Doc, I need to start exercising. I need to start doing my spinal rehab. I need to get my butt in here and get adjusted more often. I need to start eating. You already know what you have to do, so then you have to do it. So a second part of this is you believe. Do you believe? When people say, I believe this won't, I say, I believe this won't take me out. This coronavirus, this impact on our business, this impact on our environment, we've got to rise to the top. We've got to find a way to keep fighting. We're going to get knocked down. Get up and keep fighting. I believe God will help me through this. I believe I can overcome and win. That's what I say to myself. What do you say? When you say, I believe, what do you say after that? I believe I'll never get rid of my belly. That's a kiss of death. I believe I'm always going to be sick. I believe I'll never graduate. What do you believe in? And if you say that thing, don't just stop and don't beat yourself up, and start replacing it with a positive, I believe. I believe what? Because if you don't get your belief system and you don't get your mind set up, this next step, we're going to talk about some clear action steps, you won't follow through. You won't follow through. You got to prepare your mind. You got to prepare your body. So the next thing is action. When you become busy and start doing work, everything starts to change. You may need to course correct as you go. I do every day. Ask my staff. I drive them crazy. I'm like, hey, we're making a change. They're like, we just implemented this. I'm like, I don't like it. We got to change. I'm always trying to get better. I'm never going to be perfect. And I know I'm not. And it's not even about being the best. It's about being my best and serving at my highest level. So when I look at this and I say, what action do I need to do? If it's finances, if you're struggling right now with finances because the only income you're getting is from the government and you don't know if you'll have a job or a full-time job, or if you have a business you're going back, you don't know if you're going to have clients and patients, you got to say, you know what? I have to work harder. So during this time, what I did, I hope this inspires you. You know, I look at people around me, what they're doing, and I look and I say, I got to come out of the gates even stronger. I don't have much free time right now, but I have a little extra, and I just have to condense it into action, the right action. So I developed a podcast called Making Pittsburgh Healthy. I put it off for months because there's a lot of work involved. But I look and I say, the people are hurting too much. They need what I have to share. It can help someone. And if it can help somebody and inspire somebody, it's going to change and transform their life. I can't hold that to myself. So I just had my first interview with Chris Rusnock, a fitness expert in Greensburg. I have one with Dr. Jack Wolfson, a cardiologist, and Dr. Will Cole, a master in functional medicine and healing right here in the Pittsburgh area. And we have many more to come. So these are going to be kicked off. I'm working to kick this off in about 2 to 3 weeks. A lot of work. But when I'm busy, I'm looking, saying, that's going to help me be more secure in my business. That's going to help me serve more. And it's going to be more to the community. Anytime you put out, God will give you back. If you put out energy and he'll help, and you're reaching out to people, helping them, then that's what this podcast is going to be. you're always going to get a return. We're also we're changing our website. We have to create a website for Making Pittsburgh Healthy. We have to create a Facebook community page for Making Pittsburgh Healthy. I got to update my my weight loss website. We just got new products in, and it's like all these things. So you have to look and say, what do you need to do to make your finances better? And if it's about your health, do you need to work out more, exercise more? Maybe study, look at some YouTube about health, nutrition. Can you get on podcasts? Can you read books, go to seminars? I mean, we can't go to seminars right now, but you can go to online seminars. So I'm going to create an online service for people to learn, and that's another phase of this journey I'm in. So got to take those things and do it. And in our office, what's really cool, and I've worked at this for years, is we have a system. This is our weight loss program. It's a 40-day weight loss program that is designed to calm your stress levels down, get your body to start cleansing and detoxifying, get your blood system purer, get your body probiotics, get your gut health healthier, stimulate weight loss, belly fat, suppress your appetite. I put together a bunch of herbs that actually work synergistically to help do this, and I actually wrote a book, and that was in my spare time years ago, on how to do this successfully. So, there's action steps that you can do that you just have to do. And then there's things you have to say, you know what, I need to get something, and I need a kit like this. I need a book. I need to buy something like Meant for More. I need to start reading my Bible, whatever it is. You need to take action steps. So at the end here, I want you to, after we're done, write down 3 action steps. And if you want to share them on our page and say, here's what I'm going to do, it will inspire others. If you want to not share it because it's personal, don't worry about that. If you want to message me and say, hey, I have questions about your program. I have questions about my stress or where to exercise. What do I do? I'll do anything I can to help you. If you need and want this system, what I'm going to do, these are for the people listening and respond to this, is just call our office or message me. This is only for listening to the show because I reward action takers. So somebody that doesn't, and they don't want to listen, and they don't want to put the time in, they don't get the bonus. So we have a 20-day. I'll give you $100 off our 20-day. And if you do the 40-day, I'll give you $200 off the 40-day. So if you call our office and say, I'm interested, what I would tell you to do is schedule a consult so we can sit down and review this and see if it's right for you. But you need to call and say, hey, I saw the live video. I'm going to tell Michelle and Emily and Wendy right now, $200 off the 40-day, $100 off the 20-day, and it can save you some money. But that's not you don't do it to save money. You do it to take action, to say, I'm going to take weight off now. I'm sick of it. If it's exercise, I can't join a gym, but I'm going to do 50 push-ups today. I'm going to go get salad and chicken breast and some sardines, something healthy, and you're going to eat that tonight for dinner. You're going to take an action today. You're not going to wait till tomorrow. So that's why when I do these things, and I have kits available and supplements and programs, because when people are ready, you don't want to sit back and say, you know what, I'll think about it, I'm going to wait until this virus is over. Don't do it. Winners are action takers. You jump in and you do it. I've spent, probably $700,000 over the last, and maybe close to $1 million, over the last 25 years, 26 years, in bettering myself through education, through seminars, through coaching, books. I buy a new book like every week, through online training, to podcasts, to supplements. How I found this is I bought other supplements from other companies and tried them and did things and then formulated. It took me months to formulate, probably close to a year to formulate a special plan that worked. And once it worked, we just ran it. So I've spent a lot of money into that. But what has it done for me? It's given me education. It's given me resources to grow and learn. It's given me finances, a beautiful home, nice cars, healthy family, I study how to be a better husband to my wife. That's something I really need to keep working on. I get so so anxious at times, but there's things but I keep on doing it. I keep on growing and learning. So today we're done. 3 action steps, 1, 2, and 3. What do you need to do? Put them on your calendar. If you post it to your Facebook friends and say, this is what I'm doing, it holds you accountable. It holds you accountable. If we can help in any way, call our office. If you're interested in the weight loss, act now and just call and say, hey, I heard him on the Facebook Live. I'd like to have an opportunity for the discount, but I'd like to have a consult first to sit down and talk with us, and we'll show you. Do an action step today. I hope that helps. Post your questions. Remember to look again. We have these shows every Tuesday at 1, Thursday at 7:15. Every week right now as we're more indoors. We may reduce it to once, but keep us posted with your questions, concerns, comments, anything. We appreciate and love you guys. We thank you. Stay focused, stay healthy. We're going to get through this and we're going to rise to the top like cream from organic cow milk. It rises to the top. God bless. Have a great day.